What's up everybody, today I'm going to be making the Super Piglet Contest winner, Okja. Okja is a Netflix original movie and I recently saw it and I really liked it and I recommend it for you guys. But if you guys want to see how to make her, stay tuned. You'll need some gray clay, just black and white mixed, and that's what I did. A pointy tool and something that resembles this part of the tool. I have red and pink chalk here, but I only use pink. A paintbrush, some foil for texture, and a little brush also for texture. And finally, an X-Acto knife or cutting tool. So first, I'm taking the clay and saving a piece for later. And with the remaining, I just rolled it into an oval shape and then flattened one end of it. That's gonna be the rear end of Okja. And for the front, I just make a little indent to make like a little definition of a something that caves in a little bit. Just slightly, not too drastic. Now I take a piece from the piece I put away and then I roll it into another little oval. That's gonna be pretty much her snout. And then I just go ahead and blend it in with my finger. That's fine. Or you could blend it in with your tool or whatever you have on hand, or literally your hand. Till it looks like this. Next, I'm gonna take the remaining clay that I saved and then roll it into a snake. I'm gonna make her feet. Cut off the edge and then I cut off 4 equal pieces. Something that helps me is literally measuring it with the first one I cut, and I got 4. So for the legs, you just want to pinch one side higher than the other, but for the hind legs is a little bit different and the front legs are also a little bit different. So for the back, it's just the higher part is towards the left hand and for the other one is towards the right. I'll show you what I mean later. And then I just split it with the X-Acto knife right here to make the little toes. I'm actually making the I guess the nails. I show a better example of this in a little bit, so don't worry. And then I just take the pointy tool and actually separate the leg from the nails. But here are the 2 hind legs. For the front legs, like I said, it has the slant. It's like that. Look, it has to be slanted so it could fit the body better. And then just pinch the bottom. Just keep on pinching. Little pinches here and there. Not too drastic pinches. Just little ones. From what I can remember, Okja has 4 toes, similar to a hippo. So for reference, I used hippo feet. It helped a lot because I couldn't find any pictures of Okja's feet. But yeah, it's not too hard. So I just took the X-Acto knife and jiggled it back and forth a little to make a little bit more room in between the toes, easier for sculpting. I first took the pointy tool to separate the foot from the nails. I found that it was easier to actually sculpt. And yeah, pretty much little nubs, little nails. Turned out pretty cute. And there you have it. Here is the hind leg and the front leg. Here are all 4 limbs. And now I'm looking at her from above, I guess, and taking my thumbs, and I'm gonna try to make her spine. So you do this by doing little pinches and then also pressing your thumbs, how I was doing it. And that's gonna create her spine. Just when you're doing this, don't do it too drastic, just little by little, you'll get there. Just keep doing it until you get something like this. The goal is to make it not too defined, but just right. So now I'm just taking the curved tool part to make her little butt cheeks. So I literally just used the natural shape of it, and that makes it. So I just used also the tool to also push that in to give each cheek more definition. So now I'm attaching the limbs. I just find the right place for them and start blending them in with my pointy tool. Make sure you do the butt definition before you attach the limbs, because it helps guide where your limbs are gonna go. And that's one leg. Now Okja, I think it's her udder, but I don't know what it is. I'm just gonna put it anyway. It's just a little ball of clay, and I just blend it all in, all over, and yeah. Something like that should be fine. And then I go ahead and add the other limb. The other limbs, all of them. But yeah, make sure you put the udder thing before attaching the second leg, because it makes it harder. All 4 limbs are attached now. And now it's gonna be the eyebrow ridges. Those are the eyes. Just kidding. I'm just using that as a guide as to where the eyebrow ridge should kind of go. And I'm just pushing a little bit up but in at the same time. And then just smoothing it out kind of backwards to make that little ridge more noticeable. And then flattening the head a little more. And that creates a little eyebrow ridge right there. You can see it a little. And now for the eyes, I'm just using the pointy tool and poking it in one direction, and then turn it over and the other, and that creates the eye socket. And then a little ball of gray, and then that's it. This is how it should look. It looks weird now, I know. But then I make like an eyelid essentially with the pointy tool. And then a little under eyelid, the bottom one. And that's pretty much it for the eyeballs. Now again with the curved tool, I am making the lips or the mouth. Again, using the natural shape of it. It's so helpful here. And then I make a little line. And then again, push and pull up. But this one you want to be actually more, use a little more force than before. And that's her nostrils. Okja has one like I don't think it's a scar, but like a line from her right nostril to that, and then she has a little not as defined to the other nostril, so I made the defined one. You can tell which one it is. And that's pretty much for her nose. So now I take like an oval, misshapen oval shape, and then point the ends a little bit, and then just split it. Those are gonna be her ears. I flatten the one end of the ear, and then I go ahead and find a place where they look fine, and just blend them in. It's all blended. So now the last part is her tail. So you just make a teardrop shape, cut off the top, and attach what you have left. Find the perfect position and go ahead and blend it in. Now I'm just taking the pink chalk and scratching off a bit with my X-Acto knife, and then getting the paintbrush and putting it right in the little crevices of her little nose and mouth. You don't need too much, it's just a little bit, just a tiny bit. I also put some around her eyes, on her cheeks a little bit, and on her belly. And then I grabbed the foil and started texturizing her nose, her nostril, her snout. I feel like that's where she has the most texture. Also on her legs. And then I went ahead and grabbed the little brush and just went all around her body and giving her a little bit, not too much, because she still looks pretty smooth. Lastly, I just took the pointy tool and made little lines to resemble where her knee will bend. So there is Okja, all done. Now it's baking time. Here she is, all done. I'm pretty darn happy with how she came out. Hopefully you guys consider watching her movie and making her. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.